All right, guys, I'm back with another review today. We're going to be reviewing the 2018 Supra SL450 Surf boat. So, long story short, I had 2 or 3 chaparrals, a couple of other boats, had a Malibu, and when we went to the Malibu, it was like my first surf boat. I think it was a 13 MXZ. Love that boat. The wave wasn't the best behind it, so we started looking. We had it 2 summers and we started looking for another boat. And we wanted to step up and get the most bang for our buck. And as you know, some of these boat companies, man, they're just charging outrageous prices for these boats. You know, over 200,000 for a surf boat. I'm like, what in the world? It ain't no way it's worth that. I mean, that's just my opinion. This is my opinion, but I'm gonna do a review on this. We have had this thing 3 years, 3 summers. How it's held up, what we've had to do to it, just the features of it. Maybe this will help y'all make your decision. We saw this boat at the boat show, and somebody had already put a deposit on it. So I love the blue, the metal flake blue. I mean, it's just sharp on the water. You can see how much flake is in it. I mean, it is just a beautiful boat. So we started building one, and 2 or 3 weeks later, the guy, my local dealer, called me and was like, man, the guy that put a deposit on that boat, I can't get a hold of him. Like, he's never contacted me or nothing. So we ended up purchasing the boat. It was built for the boat show, so it's got the loaded trailer, you know, the moto metal wheels on it, everything. So I just uncovered it. We're just gonna go in this thing, and I kept my cover, boots. I kept my cover from my Malibu. I had this custom made, so when it's on the dock, you know, the sun doesn't cook the back pad. And when I got it in the shop, this is where it stays all winter. I don't leave mine on the dock, I just don't. But this thing's got the downpipe option. You know, it's got just about everything. I mean, you can see this boat's probably got 340 hours on it, and it is clean as a pin. I mean, I'm very meticulous about it. So let's step on up. All right, we got the review camera. This is an 18, so in 19 they went to the full touch screens. 2 touch screens. This one has 1 touch screen with all the analog gauges. So here's what sold us on this boat. We were looking at a SA, a 18 SA. It had the, you know, the back storage locker, which I love to put boards in, but it did not have subfloor ballast. So I've got 3,500 pounds of ballast subfloor. Then, but you can see my lead. I've got lead in it, but all this is storage. In every other boat manufacturer, you have to put fat sacks in here, and then you lose all your storage when you fill your fat sacks up to surf. So that kind of, for me and my wife, was a selling feature. This boat has the 440, which they call it the 450. But I even got the potty in there for the kids. Got to have the little porta potty for the kids. But I just love that I got all my storage. That was kind of the game changer for me. It was built for the boat show, so it's got the 4 tower speakers. It's got the subwoofer under the driver's seat. It's got another subwoofer under this, and I mean, it came with the onboard charger. I've got it plugged in now. But I mean, this thing is super nice. We have put a bunch of hours on it, and I do like all the analog gauges. I just do. I like that if this touch screen goes out, that I can operate the boat, you know, without anything else. Let's see, engine diagnostics. Yep, boom, I was dead on the money. 340 hours of use. So we have run this boat The instrument panel's been perfect. Only thing I've had to do is I've had to put impellers in all my ballast pumps. We have had to do that. I did that last year. I do all my own oil changes, so I service it myself. Winterize it, anything I need to do. You know, there's your little thing right there to change your oil. You got your little oil pipe right there, suck it out. I mean, there's the oil filter like right there. I mean, it's easy peasy. There's a dipstick if you want to suck it from this side. So it's just a really easy boat to work on. It's never missed a lick. You know, the features that kind of sold us. I mean, power tower. You know, we live on a part of the lake where there's bridges, and I have to, when the water's really high, so I can put the tower down, go right underneath the bridge, you know, and put the tower back up and keep right on going. You do have to fold the bimini up if you want to do this while, you know, while the bimini's out. It will not fold down. You have to fold the bimini up and put the cover on the bimini. So that's kind of a drawback, but at least I can fold my tower down, you know, and keep right on going. Another thing sold me on this boat, and the floor cooler. Like, I can drag out a Yeti 40 bag. I can chop that Yeti 40 bag in there. And I mean, I've got storage. Man, we've got storage everywhere. I mean, everything's hinged. Every seat's hinged except for this one right here, which goes right there. So, but I mean, trash can, let me move some stuff around. Trash can, I got a trash can in there. The bow, I mean, 4 people can sit in the bow of this boat with no problem and ride. I mean, we've had as many as 17 people on here surfing, no problems at all. And for the price point, let me get into that. So I said something about, you know, these boat people wanting $200,000 for these boats. You know, that wasn't even in my budget to think about. Like, you also have the back flip seat that is like a table. You sit here and eat lunch, cup holders all in there. Or, you know, you can sit backwards and surf. Got your little feet props right there, and you're ready to go. Yep, if you don't want to use it, there you go. There it is. It just had every feature we wanted. The sound system is amazing. LED lights everywhere. I mean, the speakers have LED rings. I mean, there's even, like in this piece of glass right here, it lights up blue at night. Like, it's just, the fit and finish of it is really nice. We've never had a problem with it. It's just a great boat for the money. All right, let's talk money. You know, in 18, this boat was 125, 130, depending on how it was loaded. I got a really good deal on this boat. I mean, it was really fair. I traded my Malibu. That was really fair. I dealt with the Boathouse of Seneca. Tanner, shout out to Tanner and Dana. But we just, I mean, it was just a great fit for us. I really liked the Centurion, and I really liked my Malibu. The thing about the Malibu was the surf gates. This boat averages about 3, maybe 4 gallons per hour if I'm surfing, you know, 10 to 12 mile an hour surfing with 10 people in the boat. My Malibu was like 8 to 10 gallons per hour. So you got the big power wedge that digs down in the water, and then you got a surf gate that sticks out the side of the boat. It's like an anchor. And that motor's just, it works so much harder. My opinion, I think Malibu needs to up their changed their surf gate technology. It's just I don't know. It's just an older technology. It works for them. I think it's one of the prettiest boats in the water. I just think the Malibu lines are so nice looking, but that's why I didn't go back with a Malibu. So the Malibu and this boat were about the same price point. Any other boat that we looked at, Centurion, Nautique, we didn't look at the Mastercraft because it was, I mean, I just don't like the way they look personally. So, but they were, I think the next one up was the Centurion. The Centurion was 20,000 more, 15 to 20,000 more for the same boat. I mean, it's a 24-foot boat with, I mean, I even got seat heaters, power driver's seat. I mean, it was just options that they didn't even have, and they were more expensive. I mean, I can control everything from my steering wheel. I could switch my surf one side to the other, switch my cameras if I want to see a different camera on the screen while I'm driving. Got my phone right there. I mean, it had everything I wanted with the 450 motor, which is compatible to the other ones we looked at. So I just couldn't, I mean, I couldn't beat it. And I love the color. But I think the Nautique, that's a nice looking boat. But in 2018, this boat won Boat of the Year, Surf Boat of the Year. So at the price point, it beat out the $200,000 boats for the best surf wave and the best all-around boat. So I'm happy with it. It's got two LED lights down in the front of the boat, but it's even got this big pylon LED light. So when I'm docking, we're always out at night. Like, we surf all day and then go up to Clemson Marina and eat, and we'll be coming back at 9:30 at night sometimes. And coming in the dock, I mean, it's really nice to have the docking lights and stuff. But man, it's just been a great boat. We haven't had to do anything to it but change the oil in it, replace the impellers in all 6 ballast pumps. But the auto wake, you can, if you don't want to fool with the boat all day long trying to keep the same surf wave, you just set your pitch and roll at what you want it at. And I know what I would like mine at. And you just hit auto wake. And if people get up and walk around, it just adjusts the ballast to keep that same pitch and roll. And it shows you where it's at all the time. That in itself is a game changer. But I really like the boat. For the price point, I think the new ones, I've actually got this boat for sale. We were thinking about ordering a new one. But now, I think with COVID and everything, I don't even know if you can get a new one. I think all the build dates are sold with a lot of dealers all the way up till 2022. So, I mean, I think a new one went up because it's got the 2 touch screens, the flip up little back seats that flip up. There's some new features on it, but the hull's still the same. So I think in 2023, they'll redesign the hull on the SL model, which is the 23 7-foot boat. And then, you know, I might get another one, but the only thing I'd be getting is different features. So it's kind of hard to justify getting a new boat if you got the same hull and the same wave that you got in this one. But 3 summers, we have used it. We love it. I would highly recommend a Supra. I just think you get, I mean, I've had people get on this boat off of a Nautique, $200,000 Nautique, and they're like, holy crap, bro. Like, I mean, there was a couple at the boat show last year that had bought a Nautique, and I mean, the lady said, we paid $210 for it. And she was standing looking at the Supra SL, and she was like, oh my gosh, what did we do? And she was like, we're stuck. I mean, we can't get rid of our Nautique, you know, G23. But they literally paid like almost 80 grand more for the Nautique than what they could have got the Supra for with more options on it. And I know, I mean, Nautique's a great boat. I'm just talking bang for the buck. I just don't think you can beat Supra. I just think it's a jam up boat. They just don't mass produce them like some of the other boat companies. You know, I think I'm probably wrong, but I think the number is 4 boats a day, 3 boats a day or something they build. So, but anyway, let me know in the comments if you got any questions. Like I say, I've had the boat for 3 years, so I know every in and out of it. We just did a 300-hour transmission service on it. You know, if you got any questions, put them in the comments below. Anything you want to know about this thing, it's a beautiful boat and I love it. And if we went and bought a new one tomorrow, it will be a Supra SL, because we have, you know, most times so many people on the boat. I mean, it's ceramic coated. I mean, you can see a 3-year-old boat. I mean, you can see the reflection in it. It's just been a jam up boat. We love it. So be sure y'all to like and subscribe to the channel and let me know if you got any questions. Hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday. And remember, Jesus loves you.